Welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast, where we go behind the scenes and uncover the tactics and strategies top entrepreneurs are using to make more sales, dominate their markets, and how you can get those same results. Here's your host, Dave Woodward.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Funnel Hacker Radio. You guys are in for a massive treat today. I've got the opportunity of having two just amazing guys from New Zealand here with us, and I'm so excited. So let me introduce to you Josef Rakich and Ken Brickley. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, guys.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I am so excited. You guys have had I just love bringing people on who have had the roller coasters of business, have actually experienced real life in business. It's not one of this one-hit wonder type of stuff, but you have to understand, for those of you guys who are listening here, I'll let them kind of tell their story. But again, we're super excited to have them here at Funnel Hacking Live, part of our 2 Comma Club award winners, 1.6 million in just under 10 months, just crushing it out there. Josef basically is an online personal trainer, basically helping people build muscle, lose body fat, and Ken basically is his business partner in another business, which we're going to talk about as far as macroactive.io, a software company. I'm just so excited to have you guys here because you guys are actually the real deal. And it's so exciting for me to have people who are really out there making things happen. So with that, give people a little background as far as kind of the quick story as far as what you were telling Miles about and how we came together.
Yeah. All right, so I'll start off with myself first. So my name's Josef Rakich, and I originally used to be a personal trainer in the gym training clients one-on-one. And then I transitioned over to online personal training, which is where I sell meal plans and workout programs to people all around the world, male, female, all ages, no matter what their goals are, whether that be building muscle or losing body fat. Now, I stopped my in-gym training and just focused 100% online. The reason being is because it is so much more scalable. Instead of just helping one person in person, I can literally help hundreds of thousands of people all around the world from any country. Now, obviously, to do this on a scale, it is very hard to do unless you've got a team of like 1,000 people creating meal plans and workout programs for you. So that is when me and my business partner Ken came together, and we sat down and we tried to think of a way how we can still personalize meal plans and workout programs to all of my clients around the world, but make this scalable. So that's when we created some software that allows us to create personalized meal plans and workout programs.
Basically automate the whole back end of it. And I mean, Dave, I've heard you talk about this notion of nobody wants to be the pioneer because they're all, face down with arrows in their back. And, I could truly say that, this is a business that is a pioneer in the space, been around for like at least 6 or 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
2012, 13. And, we've seen huge success, and we've also been through periods where the arrows were flying at our back, and we can sort of come out the other end of that. We discovered this book, first the .com Secrets was this was pretty cool, and just implemented that and transformationally turned the business around. Significantly, and hats off. I mean, we're pretty stoked about that. But lots of stuff that we've learned along the way. But yeah.
Well, I think the part that's really cool, Josef, you made mention of it, and that is most of the time when people think of fitness, especially as a personal trainer, you're usually in a local gym environment. You've got about a 5-mile, maybe 10-mile radius at best, and you're trying to bring people in. It's the ability to scale is super hard. And so I love some of the things you were talking about is you've not only just scaled outside of your city and your country, but you've actually scaled international. And so I'd like to kind of talk about as far as how do you scale a business as quickly as you have that fast?
So that's where we automated the process. Now, because personal training, it requires everyone to receive something different. For example, everyone's got different goals, everyone's got different needs, everyone's got different, food likes and dislikes, people have injuries. So everyone requires something different. Now, to scale this, it almost becomes impossible to do it manually. That's why we created some software that allows us to take everything into consideration to still produce the perfect meal plan and the perfect workout program for my clients exactly as I would if I was to manually write it for them. So what this allows us to do, it allows us to scale on, in an infinite level, and literally help 100 times, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times more people than what we could if I was to manually do each and every single one of them.
Very cool.
Adding to that, Dave, I think the other thing that Joe does that's unique is he really doubles down on giving away tons of free content across all social media platforms. I would say probably more than half of our revenue has come from Snapchat alone, and that's just giving away free content in the story and then driving all traffic everywhere into the story format. Nothing closes better than a story format, and so the stack that you build on your close, that stack inside of a story format, nothing better. And so sort of all roads lead to the story format, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree 100%. And
guys, I'm going to cut you off there, Joseph, real quick, because I want to really focus in on this. This is one of the things I think a lot of people struggle with, because Joseph, you are in a very, very red ocean. I mean, there are personal trainers everywhere. There's everyone trying to go online. There's a ton of people who are throwing tons of free content on YouTube and everything else. So I want to first of all identify, how have you established yourself in a blue ocean environment in that area? And then once we talk about that, the next thing I want to talk about is how are you actually using stories on Snapchat or other things. And so let's go first of all on the blue ocean, and then I'll come back to you regarding the story.
Yep. So I think I've established myself pretty well and got pretty well known in the fitness industry against so many other competitors, is because I really provide value. I give away a lot of value for free. Like, I put up free workouts on my social media pages, whether it be my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, and I constantly give away free content. I also give away a lot of knowledge, and I teach people a lot of things for free, whether it be about training or nutrition. And from them watching all this content that I put out there, they understand that myself, Josef Rakich, has some knowledge and I know what I'm talking about. Therefore, it gives them more of a reason for them to feel comfortable in signing up to my programs, because they know what I provide is backed up with knowledge and with science. And I'm not just some cookie cutter meal plan that they receive. They know that what they get from me has been worked out for them and their specific goals. And I think that's why they feel comfortable signing up with me. And I think that's why I've stood out so much in the personal training scene as well, because what I offer is completely different to everyone else. More in depth.
Okay, so tell me, go ahead. Were you saying something else, Ben?
Probably add to that is the more free, really, truly valuable content that he gives away, trust goes up. When trust goes up, our cost of sale goes down. And probably the speed of transaction also goes up. And it's a direct correlation.
So guys, when you're looking, again, Snapchat is one of those things that got real big for a while there, and then when Instagram came in, I don't see as many people on Snapchat, but I know there's a lot of people who are still dominating in Snapchat, probably like yourself, who are crushing it. So help me understand the story aspect and why Snapchat is still working so well for you.
It's both.
It's both. So yeah. On it, and first off, I believe every social media has its pros and cons. The reason I like Snapchat or even Instagram story is because you can tell a story. Now, if you do a Facebook post or an Instagram post, it's basically just a picture or a video, and it doesn't have that much power. So a lot of the time, if I'm doing like an Instagram post or a Facebook post, what I'll actually do is I'll put up maybe like a gym workout, and then I'll say, go add my Snapchat for more daily workouts. So they go and add me on Snapchat, and then they watch my Snap story daily. And then every day I've got different Snap stories up. It could be workouts, it could be tips on nutrition. But it's so much easier to give them valuable information via Snapchats, and then tell them and explain to them what my services include, show them results of my clients and what they can achieve on my plans and programs, and they can understand what I do a whole lot better. They also get an insight into my personal life, whether it's, something completely outside of the gym, if it's just, playing with my dog. And that builds a relationship with the person that is watching me. You build that connection. Even though they don't know you personally, they feel connected to you in a way. And that connection makes them so much more warmer to eventually close them on a sale and have them as a client.
So when Russell and I were out at Ty's house, Ty Lopez's house, he literally had like 6 different phones going. One was Instagram, one was Facebook, one was Snapchat. So I'm curious. I get this question all the time, and that is, how do you guys get so much content out there? And so are you filming on multiple cameras? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we've got the exact. So we've built this like tripod. We actually have it here. I just took it home yesterday for some filming, but it's a tripod that you hold, and it's got 4 or 5 different places we can put cameras and phones. So if I'm going to be doing a live stream, I've always thought, what do I do? Do I do a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live, a Periscope, or YouTube Live, or do I film it for YouTube? What do I do? So I thought, why not just do it all at once?
I love it.
Now if I go live on Facebook, I've also got Instagram Live, Periscope, and I'm filming that for YouTube. So we do it all at the same time. And that way it creates, the same content, but for all different platforms. And even though some people who follow me on Facebook also follow me on YouTube and Instagram, I do understand that there is some people who only follow me on a certain platform. So it's going to be reaching more eyeballs regardless. And the more eyeballs you reach, the more exposure you get. And the more exposure, leads to eventually more conversions.
Yeah. It's the classic funnel. You're putting people in the top of the funnel. Absolutely. And that's, yeah.
So guys, let's talk about the actual funnel. So you're out there throwing a ton of content out. Eventually you have to have a call to action. So are you doing your call to action in your story? Is your call to action in the bio? How are you driving? Where's the call to action, and where are you driving people to?
So I've got many different calls to action. Sometimes on social media, I try to sell them right directly onto the product. However, I would probably say 90% of the time, I don't try and sell them right onto the product, because email marketing has always worked best for us. So 90% of the time, instead of selling them directly, I try opt them into my email funnel. And I do that by giving away free ebooks, whether it be a free fat loss guide, a free muscle building guide, a free high protein recipe book, whatever it is, I try to catch them on the email some way. So if I'm doing a live stream, I might be in the gym training, chest, and the title of the video will be, "Come ask me anything while I train chest." Then in that same caption, I'll also have download my free muscle building guide with a link. And I'll also pin a comment to that live stream, download my free muscle building book. So all those people on the live stream, instead of selling them right there and then on the live stream, we're just trying to catch the email. Now, same thing with Snapchat. If I'm doing a Snapchat story.
I'm going to slow you down there, because I know people are listening to this in their car while they're driving and everything else, and they're going to want to try to get this. So I want to so the steps here basically is, so right now we just talked about Facebook Live. So you've got a Facebook Live where you're doing the Facebook Live, and then you're pinning a comment for the call to action in the comments in Facebook Live. Is that correct?
Correct.
Which is just a free giveaway. I mean, it's some sort of content hook. That email sequence that follows afterwards is building trust and then getting them over to the story format. And then the final call to action where we ask for the sale and stack it, 90% of the time comes in the story format. We don't care if it's in Instagram or Snapchat or soon to be Facebook. It's the story format that you really can pack a punch in a close. Yeah.
Awesome.
And probably one thing I'd add to this is a lot of people. We have other clients that in yoga and all different types of genres of health and fitness. But the one sort of breakthrough mindset change that Joe has gone through and transformed the business is sort of recognizing that his sole job is to produce content. You know, I mean, once we sort of click that, it's like, it's not building this or building that, or, you know, it's just
Creating content.
Yeah.
Valuable content.
Valuable content. And then everything else, we hire other people to do everything else.
You know, I think it's really cool. You guys are both saying, and Joseph, you made mention as far as you're actually creating the content while you're doing the actual work. So you're in the gym. You're filming live what you're actually doing. I saw Kaylin Poulin did a lot of the same type of stuff when I was talking with her about it. But I think that a lot of times people think they've got to go into a studio to create content. I think what we're seeing these days, at least for us, I mean, we're doing a ton of behind the scenes Funnel Hacker TV type of stuff because we're literally just filming our day. We're filming what's going on. And you've done a great job of that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So if I'm in the gym, I'm filming that either for YouTube or even if I'm in the kitchen making, you know, a meal for myself, which I would be doing anyway to eat, my girlfriend might be Snapchatting me make it.
It's content. I mean, you know,
and then I hit them.
Yeah.
And then after I've, you know, made that meal in the kitchen, I then upsell them, or not upsell them, opt them in to my free recipe book. I say, if you want more high-protein recipes like this, download my free recipe book. And that's an opt-in to my email list.
Perfect. So let's now talk about your funnel. So now you're going Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Periscope, as many different platforms as you can, giving them different calls to action to go then to a funnel. So they land on your funnel, and they're opting in. I've heard you now talk about whether it's a workout, whether it's a recipe book or something like that. They now get that. What's the next step in the funnel for them?
Yeah, it's a series of, and we could probably improve on this tremendously, but our approach is you know, the Facebook mantra, done is better than perfect. And we just start shipping content that we know is valuable to those people. It's segmented. If they're trying to lose weight or trying to build muscle, obviously there's two different paths of content that drip out. But it's all designed to first hook them, second, build more trust, third, anchor some sort of value. What is this worth? And then finally get them across into that story format. That story format is absolutely the best place to, and then that's where, you know, they've seen the full price somewhere in an email or on a thank you page. We use the thank you page as well to establish the full price. And then in a story format, they see the sale price, and so they can't remember exactly what it was, but they thought this was worth a lot more, you know, and that's you know, that's been our secret. It's turned around the business radically. So
let's talk kind of numbers if you're okay with that. Tell me, when you're looking as far as the price point you have on your thank you page, what are you basically putting out there as far as the value?
That's north of $500.
Okay. And what do they get for that?
You want to walk them through everything?
So yeah, if someone joins my 12-week transformation program, every single month, so every 4 weeks, they get new updated meal plans and workout programs. So this includes meal plans, workout programs, extreme ab workouts, extreme fat burning cardio routines with like the best and most effective types of cardio that my clients can do to burn the most amounts of body fat. They get a supplement guide as like a free bonus. They get 24/7 customer support from my support team. So any questions they have on training, nutrition, or if they want to substitute something in their meal plan, for example, if they don't like salmon, my support team will substitute it for another food. They get access to my private members-only Facebook group. So everyone who is a JRF client gets accepted into a private Facebook group where everyone posts their transformations, and just it's a good community that we've built up there. And not to mention, you know, we also have 100% money back guarantee if they're not happy or satisfied with the results that they get from my programs. And
that price
everyone loves the results.
Yeah.
So
and that price would be probably over a 12 the $500 would be like a 3-month subscription kind of thing. So not a monthly $500, but
Sure.
Yeah.
And that is actually, the $500 price is actually extremely cheap, considering if someone gets a normal personal trainer at the gym, they only get a 1-hour workout. They don't receive a meal plan or a workout program. It's just a 1-hour workout. And that is usually around $60, for a cheap workout. And that is nothing on the scheme of things that we actually offer to our clients. So ours is extremely valuable.
So tell me more about when you're taking a look at so you basically say it's about $500. You now are going through your storytelling. You've alluded to that. How does the email story selling come up? Are you selling on a webinar at the end? What's the next step in the funnel?
Yeah. Not selling on a webinar. We've experimented with that, and the story format works much better for the price point. I mean, the sale price point is, usually for the same amount, sub $100 type of sale price. So, that works way better in the story format. We've, again, split tested this, and it just, probably 10x in the story format.
So when you're saying the story format, what exactly is it? A series of emails that is getting the story that they're getting broken out over a series of 6 or 7 emails? What's the actual story format?
It's a series of probably 8 to 15, either screenshots with typing over top of them in your Snapchat or Instagram or Facebook story, or pictures with some typing on it. Might in between that might be a selfie video explaining something, overcoming objections, those sorts of things. Yeah, all the same sort of components and the arc of storytelling, but sort of crammed into 10 to 20 slides, and all the same sort of Brunson stack that he walks through in his webinars. Yeah.
And the reason I think that is so effective is because I think now, like this day and age, especially recently, us humans have a lot shorter attention span. And something like that story format, it gets the message to them quickly and clearly, and they can understand. And it's not too long and it's not too detailed, but they get exactly the message that we're trying to give to them.
Yeah.
So how much time does it take to get that story across?
It can vary. Like I might put a workout up there first. So that workout could be 5 different snaps, 5 different exercises. And then I could go into a sales pitch, which, could be a few videos saying, if you need help building muscle or losing body fat, I can help you. You need a personalized meal plan with all protein, carbs, fats worked out perfectly. I then maybe might put up a few transformation pictures of some of my clients and the results that they've achieved. I'll then say what they receive if they join my program. And I'll then let them swipe up, which lands them on the sales page, or either an email opt-in where we catch their email and then market to them through email.
Should we tell them the secret one little secret?
Yeah, what's that?
Absolutely, of course you have to.
one of the things that again, we've split tested this so many times, and the story format works really well when you pause and wait about 20 to 23 hours and let all of your other stories clear out. And then the last story in that previous sequence is a really meaty, detailed story post that it probably is a video that goes into so much detail that's the first thing that they're going to see when we drive them all this traffic to the story. And they see that and they go, wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And you establish trust, and then there's a pattern break where next slide is serious question, pay attention, and then the stack begins. And like that format, waiting for all of your other stuff to clear out and then starting It's just like,
And
that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason being is, again, because of attention span. If you put, a massive story on your Snapchat where you've got,
10, 20,
10,
30,
20
yeah.
different Snapchats of, just irrelevant stuff, which is still good. A lot of the people don't get to the end of that, so they never actually get to the sales pitch.
Yeah.
Because the attention span is so short, they might just, go do something else on their phone or swipe to the next person they follow on Snapchat. But if we can leave it for a long time frame for a lot of that story to clear out, because on Snapchat and Instagram story, it's only available for 24 hours, then if we put the sales pitch in first, everyone who pretty much watches that, you get a lot more volume of people watching the sales pitch, which usually leads to more conversions for us.
So
Probably
you guys
one more.
you could have just started with that and saved us 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a few more things, but yeah.
Without all that other valuable content,
Yeah.
all that sales pitches become irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because the other content is, oh, wow, Joseph knows what he's talking about. He's got some knowledge. And they build that trust.
Big time. Big time. Probably the other thing to do is just a rule of thumb for your audience is, you might do posts across social media daily or, a couple times a day or, let's say 5 to 10 times daily. But you'd look at stories. Maybe you sort of looked across stories, posts, and live broadcast. What would be the sort of mix up between those three? Joe?
Honestly, I say you should do them all. However, stories, it can be more frequent. So you can honestly do stories, hourly. Add something to your story every hour. It doesn't have to be every hour, but every hour is all right because it's not too spammy. However, like a post, like on an Instagram page or a Facebook page, if you're doing a post hourly, it'll probably get quite spammy and the person would unfollow you because you'd get annoying. And lives, again, you don't want to be doing lives every single hour. It's like, oh, this guy's live again, unfollow. So a weekly live or even maybe twice a week for a live stream, that is valuable and it'll get more audience engaged and watching that. So everything has its own, frequency that you can use it at. But the good thing about a story, you can do it more frequent because it's quick and easy to get through the story, and you can provide more value that way.
Build more trust.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, guys, I really appreciate the time. You guys have been so open and transparent. Super excited. I know I'm always get people asking, so how do I get a hold of you guys? So tell people how they can reach you. I know as far as those people, first of all, who want to either check out your funnel and build muscle or lose fat, where do they go for that?
Yep. So if anyone needs help, with personalized meal plans and workout programs to transform their physique, whether it be building muscle or losing body fat, you can visit my website, which is josefrakichfitness.com, or you can check me out on social media, just Josef Rakich on Instagram or Josef Rakich Fitness on Facebook.
Just spell that out here. So that's Josef, and then Rakich is Rakich.
Yep, correct.
Cool. And also, if anyone is in yoga or fitness, personal training, wrestling, boxing, MMA, any of these types of training businesses that also have a meal plan component, the software underneath this, macroactive.io, is absolutely the fastest way to scale your business and transform your growth. You'll never be able to write these meal plans, et cetera, manually. And if you do, you're probably just giving out static PDFs that never change or grow, and this is dynamic, and all of these sort of marketing secrets, tips, et cetera, come with the software service. So macroactive.io is, if you're interested, you want to scale it, you want to take what Joe's done, apply it to your business, we'd love to talk to you.
Super cool, guys. Well, any other parting words before we wrap things up?
That's it. Thank you so much. You guys have been sent from heaven. Thanks for writing the book, Russell. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate you guys. Again, thank you so much. For those of you guys who are listening, go ahead and go to funnelhackinglive.com. Get your tickets to go to Funnel Hacking Live because you will have the opportunity of seeing these guys actually even they'll be one of our roundtable hosts and having some fun time there as well. So thanks, guys, so much. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Awesome.
Thank you for having
Thanks,
us.
guys. See you.
Thanks for listening to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast. If you'd like to be notified anytime we release a new episode, just subscribe over at funnelhackerradio.com. In addition to that, we'd love to send you a free gift. You can find that free gift at funnelhackerradio.com/free trial. One last thing is we love giving away cars. So if you'd like access to a free dream car, all you have to do is go to funnelhackerradio.com/dream car and you'll get all the details. Thanks again for listening.